Now, fighting corruption is dangerous. That's according to Nigeria's former finance minister, Okonjo-Iweala. And that, as you can see, is the title of her latest book. In it, Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala narrates her ordeal during her bid to stop corrupt practices in her country. She met stiff resistance, and her efforts to end the abuse of Nigeria's fuel subsidies led to the kidnapping of her mother. She's been speaking to Peter Okwoche.
She was held for 5 days. I got a call. They didn't ask for money. Contrary to what many people thought, they said I should go to the television and the radio and publicly resign, announce my resignation, and I should leave the country and go back to the US where I was working, from where I came. And so this was shocking. But the key thing is that when she asked these 4 young men who took her, "Why did you take me?" They said, "Because your daughter did not pay oil marketers their money." And that's how we found out it had to do with oil marketers.
And at some point, I mean, there was another meeting that some oil marketers allegedly had in Abuja where, you know,
in Lagos,
where they said you would leave the office in a wheelchair.
Absolutely. And that was also by the grace of God that one of the people who participated in the meeting happened to have been a friend of my brother's, one of my brothers, and thought that, well, he was part of the meeting, but what was being planned was not fair. So he called my brother and said, "You have to tell your sister to be careful."
And you confronted one of the marketers?
Exactly, in whose house it took place. And then let them know that we knew about it. And that was how I think that was averted.
But my takeaway from your book is that, you know, fighting corruption in Nigeria is almost impossible.
No, I would not say that. And that was the other point of the book, was actually to give hope and show that you can win some battles. Have we won the war? Probably not. But some battles, and you have to win some battles to show it can be won. The issue is, how do you weave all this into a bigger picture? Almost every government in the country has been accused. And see, you are giving up hope and saying you can't win the battle. There's one thing you need to remember, and I say it in the book. The majority of Nigerians are honest, hard-working people. But Nigeria is held hostage by a small minority of people. Why should we give up? That's what they want. They want everybody to give up. When you try to fight the corruption, they attack you viciously. And then they get away with it. And I'm trying to say in the book, we mustn't do that. And to give people examples of where you could actually block it, even with threats to your life, to your relatives. I'm not saying that everybody should take that risk, but at the end of the day, some people have to stand up too. And actually, there are other people standing up every day.
A lot of people will also say, and it's a book within which you're trying to exonerate yourself, to say, listen, I wasn't part of this, whatever cabal you guys are talking about, you know, this is what I did, you know. Why are you trying to exonerate yourself?
No, I don't, the word exoneration doesn't come to mind, because when you didn't commit any crime, what are you exonerating yourself from? I don't need to exonerate myself from anything, but I wanted to tell my story. That is true, and I have a right to do that.
Absolutely.
Everybody, anyone else who wants to tell their story can do that. You see, there's something, when people make you a victim, they victimize you all over again. So what they would like to do, and what they've succeeded in doing, those people who are corrupt, they intimidate people. They say all kinds of things, so you keep quiet. And I've said I'm not keeping quiet.
Mr. Former Nigerian Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.